Hello, this is Max. Today's story is about a man who greatly desired a glamorous girl, but failed to notice that true love was already with him. You can subscribe to the channel after watching. It helps us a lot in realizing the content. In a coastal diner, Scotty and his colleague, Mac, glance at Dana, a high-fashion model, in a TV ad while they're serving a customer. With their boss absent, Scotty requests Mac to stand in for him while he rushes to check on his ailing girlfriend. Showing up with a bouquet, he steps into his beachfront home unannounced, only to find his employer, Charlie, and girlfriend, Cindy, in a compromising situation on the bed. Furious, Scotty confronts them, throwing his unfaithful partner out of his home, leading to Charlie sacking him. Shortly after, his landlord, Maury, appears and evicts him due to unpaid rent. With everything going against him, Scotty longs for a miraculous turnaround. In a celestial abode, Magnus O'Leary convenes the spiritual entities to assign them new duties. First up is Genie Peterson, a magical genie, who arrives a tad late. Genie's next mission is on Earth, where she's tasked with fulfilling all the duties associated with her specialty in granting wishes. Later, the complaining Genie appeals to Magnus about her task, citing the greed and despair of humans. Magnus, however, advocates that mankind is gradually improving and encourages her to see it as a humanitarian mission. Despite Genie's objections, Magnus emphasizes that she must complete her assignment without grumbling due to her poor track record, else she risks being eternally confined to her bottle. With a heavy heart, Genie departs from Magnus, who ensures her of his constant supervision. Soon after, Genie's lamp appears on the beach, awaiting its discovery and summoning. Meanwhile, Scotty, carrying his belongings, strolls along the beach beside Gus, a homeless man who shares his fate. In contrast, Scotty's friends, Soup and Lars, are lounging on beach chairs, planning to invite their unlucky friend to a party later in the night. A stray golf ball lands near them, and the wealthy owners of the spot evict them. That night, Lars, Soup, and Scotty are at the beach party while others steer clear of their unruly group. Scotty, known to some of the rich folks for his previous lawn work, gains a special interest from the women. Later, supermodel Dana becomes the center of attention, while Scotty observes her from the bar. The hopeless romantic follows her inside, where she's enjoying the ocean view from a balcony. Taking his chances, Scotty talks to her about the magic of the ocean, but Dana dismisses him, thinking he's another affluent man trying to impress her with his riches. However, Scotty confesses his financial difficulties and invites her for a walk on the beach, but is interrupted by Dana's companion, who rejects the beggar. Downhearted, Scotty grabs a bottle of alcohol and drinks alone on the beach. Inebriated, Scotty seeks advice from Gus, who hands him a mysterious lamp and a blanket, claiming it to be everything he needs. Lying on the bench, Scotty, oblivious of the magic lamp, wishes for a cozy bed and female company as he drifts to sleep. The next day, Scotty wakes up from a comfortable sleep to find himself in a bed on the beach with naked women by his side. Startled and confused, Scotty asks the women about the situation just as a patrol guard approaches, forcing him to take the lamp and flee. He stops at a telephone booth, where he searches for someone to answer his queries. He then enters a Mystic shop filled with peculiar items. The proprietor, Mystic, greets the puzzled customer who queries about genies. Scotty is told that anything is possible as long as one believes. Left with no other option, Scotty enters a restroom and rubs the magic lamp to test its authenticity. He drops the lamp, finding the idea laughable, and heads to a stall. Suddenly, he's surprised by Genie's appearance, who reveals that he summoned her by rubbing the lamp. Skeptical, Scotty mentions the inappropriateness of her presence in the men's room, so Genie challenges him to make another wish. The dubious man wishes for a shower and fresh clothes, and Genie immediately fulfills his request. Elated, Scotty starts to believe in the Genie, who reminds him of the rules they must follow. Back on the beach, Genie tells Scotty that he's the only one who can see or hear her, prompting curious stares from passersby who see Scotty talking to himself. Later, he confides in his Genie about his recent misfortunes. Genie then asks what he desires. Just as he's about to reply, his dream girl walks by, and he waves at her. Dana mispronounces his name as Skippy before joining her friends. Realizing he can wish for anything, Scotty wishes for Dana to fall head over heels for him. Genie tries to dissuade him, but he walks up to Dana. Scotty confidently grabs Dana and invites her to her place, talking about their future together. In response, Dana splashes water on his face and shoves him onto the sand. Dana's friends forcefully remove him from the volleyball court, while Genie clarifies that she can't grant wishes affecting someone's heart. Assuming Scotty is talking back, the volleyball player gets irritated. Scotty then wishes to be the world's best volleyball player and challenges the man to a match. The player accepts and picks Julie, the hot dog vendor, as Scotty's partner. The volleyball game ensues, with the professional players giving their best against Scotty and Julie, the underdogs, who surprisingly defeat them. Soon after, Scotty triumphs in a volleyball match, winning over his opponents and garnering Dana's attention. Later, Scotty takes his friends Soup and Lars to their new home, a garage, and introduces them to his invisible Genie. Their disbelief is short-lived as Scotty wishes for them to be able to see her, which Genie happily fulfills. At Scotty's request, Genie manifests a luxurious beach house out of thin air. They tour their new abode, with Lars requesting his favorite band perform in his room, a wish Genie instantly grants. For his wish, Scotty wants something subtle yet impactful to impress Dana. When his friends enter, they demand outrageous things from Genie, while Scotty notices Gus, a homeless man who had helped him, rummaging through a dumpster outside. Feeling obligated to help, Scotty asks Genie for $10,000 to give to Gus, which she reluctantly grants. At the beach, Scotty offers Gus the money to buy more blankets, but Gus refuses, expressing a desire to work. Scotty then offers Gus a job at the beach club. At the beach club, Gus and Genie meet. Soup and Lars interrupt their conversation, suggesting a party and making fun of Gus. Scotty, Soup, and Lars plan to invite lots of women to their party when they learn about an international beauty pageant on TV. Scotty wishes for his friends to be in charge of hosting the event. Genie commends Scotty for his kindness towards Gus. At Dana's house, Gus delivers a bouquet of flowers and an invitation to the party, revealing that the host is Scotty. The party is a success, with Genie granting a series of wishes to ensure everything goes smoothly. During the party, Dana gets acquainted with Burbank. Scotty and Dana spend some time together, and he starts falling more deeply in love with her. Unfortunately, Scotty gets carried away and spends the night with Dana, despite Genie's advice against it. The next day, Scotty insists nothing happened and asks Genie to help him win Dana's heart without relying on wishes. Following her advice, Scotty immerses himself in arts, fine dining, and dancing, with invisible Genie providing guidance along the way. Dana is impressed with his transformation. Later, Soup, Lars, and the pageant contestants play bingo while Scotty and Genie watch TV. Scotty thanks Genie for helping him and gives her a bracelet, marking their friendship. Genie gives him a photograph of them together as a sign of friendship. Meanwhile, Dana flirts with the movie producer, Burbank. Genie, being invisible, watches them. Scotty is oblivious to Dana's ulterior motives, believing he's found the woman of his dreams. Later, Dana thanks Scotty for introducing her to Burbank and invites him to dinner at her house. While Scotty plans to make Dana jealous, Genie, despite her jealousy, considers whether she should reveal her discovery. Soup and Lars organize a surfing activity for their guests and friend Kenny. Scotty informs Genie about his intentions to sleep with Dana, breaking their previous agreement to wait. Genie disagrees with his plan, but Scotty assures her that Dana genuinely likes him. When Scotty plans to give Dana a sensual massage, Genie insists he needs to practice on her first. As Scotty massages Genie, she accidentally calls him by his name, but he brushes off her worries. However, when Scotty touches Genie's hand, he suddenly backs away and leaves. He claims he can handle the situation on his own and leaves without his Genie. That night, Genie watches a romance movie on TV and becomes irritated when Dana's commercial appears. She throws her pizza at the screen. Later, she watches a basketball game and uses her magic to conjure a player and encourage him to win. Meanwhile, Scotty gives Dana a sensual massage, leading to a steamy exchange. In the middle of it, Genie zaps Dana into different people, causing Scotty to leave in disgust. Inside her lamp, Magnus appears beside Genie and reminds her of the rules against interfering with her master's life. Genie confesses her love for Scotty, but is warned that she can only be freed from her spells if her master professes his love to her. On the day of the swimsuit competition, Soup and Lars attend to the finalists as they prepare for the event. Meanwhile, Genie asks Scotty about the previous night as they stroll along the beach. Scotty admits that the timing was not right, and Genie encourages him to find someone else instead of pursuing Dana. Scotty plans to make Dana jealous, and Genie eagerly volunteers to help. Scotty wishes for Genie to be visible and approaches Dana. Genie kisses him passionately and introduces herself as an old friend to Dana. They reconcile, and Scotty invites Dana to be a contestant in the pageant. At the competition, Soup and Lars see an unlisted contestant on stage, which turns out to be Genie. She had decided to join the pageant to win over a master. Genie is announced as the winner, infuriating Dana. Scotty confronts Genie in the club, questioning why she's still visible. Genie explains that he never wished her to return and admits that she sabotaged their plan to win Dana's heart. Scotty realizes that Genie had been present all along, and he decides he doesn't want any more wishes from her. Tearfully, Genie grants his command as he walks away. Genie sits beside Magnus, who informs her that her banishment will begin at midnight. That night, Soup and Lars ask the Genie to grant another wish. However, the Genie refuses to grant any more wishes as she faces imprisonment. Meanwhile, in another part of the house, Scotty spends a good night with Dana but notices a photograph that Genie had previously given him. He reminisces about everything that happened between him and Genie and leaves Dana. Gas tells everyone about Genie, and Scotty runs to the beach to retrieve the lamp, distancing himself from his friends. At the Mystic Shop, Scotty shares his situation with the owner and professes his love for Genie before midnight strikes. Friends beg him not to do it, as all her magic will disappear and she will become an ordinary human. Genie appears beside him as a normal human being, and they share a kiss, promising a future together. The patrol guards arrest Dana and Burbank, while Gus reveals himself as Magnus O'Leary, and Genie fulfills Scotty's wish for a happy ever after. If you are interested in such films, please proceed to the next video on the screen, and also share your thoughts about this film in the comments. Give us a like and subscribe. Goodbye.